Friday night again.
Howdy, howdy.
It's finally Friday. Oops, there was my notification.
I got to do it all over again tomorrow.
Exactly. I got to get in here where I can see y'all's chit-chats.
How is everybody tonight?
And there we go. Woo, I got to turn this down.
Well, hello, Miss Paula.
Hey, Paula.
And Mr. Kyle.
And Mr. Kyle, Mrs. Red says, hello, everyone. I'm on my phone and can't tag. Oh, I'm turning it sideways. Miss Paula, I want you guys to know Miss Paula took care of me. She told me about some wonderful shampoo. And it was Dove Moisturizer. Any of y'all with curly hair, I'm going to do a commercial. It's great. Your hair is soft. It don't tangle up. Paula, thank you so much. That worked wonders on this head of hair. Yes, I loved it. I will be getting me some more. Rhonda's in the house. Hello, Rhonda. Paula says you're so welcome.
Didn't you miss somebody up there?
Yep. Shaky's in the house.
Howdy, Shaky.
Where are we running to? We was running in the house to get in here.
Uh-huh. Desiree.
Yep, Miss Desiree's in the house. You
skipping everybody.
Not yet. I'm just talking. I'm trying not to anyway. Rhonda says, hey, how are you? We're doing good, and I hope you are, dear. I hadn't heard from you in a while.
Susan, hey.
Yeah, Miss Susan's in the house. Says, hello, everyone. How is Utah? Paula said, yeah, I just got inside. Your vacay video is up. All right. Shaky says, hello, Brother Glenn and Sister April, and kiss my grass acre, Sister Red. How's your lip? Can I tell everybody on you? That is so funny.
He probably didn't think it was that funny.
Probably not. Joy says, hi, everyone. How has your day been? Well, we've been busy.
Like every other day, going in a circle.
I won't know about circles. Well, I don't know. I put the fence up in a circle, didn't I?
Yeah, I was out there moving the goat fence and had 3 sides, just pretty and straight. She got out there to help me.
And I said, it looks like we're living in Trap Hill again.
I tried to straighten it up the best I could because it was like yes. Now I got it where it's just a circle on that side.
The goats are going to be dizzy walking the fence line.
Yeah, they got a 3-corner pin.
I told Glenn, I said, no wonder you don't want me to help you do the sticking of the things. I pull it up and move it for him, but I just can't do straight lines. Can't do it.
Yeah, she get the stub and look straight at it and put it in the ground. She won't look to see if she's in line.
I don't know what happens, but it goes all wrong. The goats will know tonight. They'll be out there, where are we going? Up the mountain, it looks like. All these darn curves. He said I could tell. Kyle said, chasing your tail, LOL, and that's pretty much it.
Well, when you do the same thing every day, you know, you kind of get in a pattern where you can do it in a circle and you ain't got to run backwards and forward.
Yeah, but it differs because different things happen.
Well, yeah, but when it comes to feeding, I kind of do it the same way every day.
Yeah, I got to tell you something funny on Shaky. He missed the live the other night, and he come in and said that he was messaging us, and he said, y'all would have laughed, got a good laugh at me, and I hope I can get this right. He was in the rabbit hutch and not paying attention to what he was doing, and he went to shut the door and clipped the thing through his lip, or his bottom lip, and now he has a hole all the way through his lip. It said that his wife was telling him to wash it out and said there was stuff running out his hole. Poor Shaky. That sounds, I told him, I said, and I thought I was Grace. I think you got me beat.
There's Life and More Reloaded.
Yep. Hey, y'all.
Howdy.
or hey, ow.
We're
And
going to have to soon get together. It's going to be cold for long.
yes. And Life with Rob says, yo, yo, hello from Ohio.
Oh.
Did you get
He's up there with Michelle and Castle Highs.
Yeah, and that pretty baby granddaughter. She's got the most beautifulest head of hair, and it's a little Michelle just all over. She looks so much like Michelle. Did you get her off of the log the other day? That was fun. Aw, Desiree said she's really full, that her son cooked an awesome meal. Tell him where we live. Tell him we ready for supper too.
Yeah, we kind of forgot about today being Friday, and we was fixing to leave and run to the store, and good thing I remembered.
Oh, that Leah says, hey, April and Glenn, and everybody, pray for Louisiana again. We got YouTube friends on the Gulf Coast. That must be, y'all, we ain't watched for the hurricanes or nothing's coming. Don't even know. I mean, I know we're getting ready to get rain from it, but we need to go in and watch because I don't even know how bad it's supposed to be or nothing.
Hello, Micro Farmer.
And we will definitely be praying for Louisiana and other places because I'm telling you, these hurricanes are just getting really bad. And I mean, we're having so many of them come off of Africa that it's just pitiful.
Good old boy 76, howdy.
Hello, Micro Farmer and good old boy. How are you, Micro Farmer? Are you feeling better?
Yeah, is that shoulder freeing up any yet to where you can move it any at all?
Exactly. Red says we're going to eat the first eggs our girls gave us so far tonight. Breakfast for dinner. That'll be good.
We got a new one started laying today.
Yep, we sure did. I got you a video. And Shaky, Paula was asking if Shaky got stitches, and he said, no, I didn't even go to the hospital. I did have a dentist appointment this morning, and she looked at it and said, darn, and I was worried about hurting you. I said, pain don't hurt, LOL. Oh, Desiree. Desiree said Jeremy made homemade red potato mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans, and baked chicken with spices and mayonnaise. That sounds good.
Don't sound
Tell
bad.
him to fax me a plate. Or Gmail it on over.
Send it on through the comments.
Yeah, there you go. Outdoor Happy Camper Brenda says, good evening, good people. How are you doing, Brenda?
Howdy.
Nice to have you in here on this wonderful Friday evening. We still got to go run and get some feed. We've been planning on going for 2 days, and we just ain't got there.
Well, you didn't run out till today. So.
Yeah, and everything still got fed, but it's still. I don't like cutting it that close. Micro Farmer says, hello, Lazy Acres Homestead family. Thank you all for the prayers. It worked because I have no pain. Ooh, but 7 holes in my shoulder. Oh, that just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Almost as bad as stink bugs. Southern Life Homestead says, well, the crazy people went live tonight, LOL.
We trying to.
Exactly. We love you guys.
I missed you the other night by just a little bit. We come in and I messed around a few minutes and turned the computer on, and I think you just went off by the time I tried to get in.
Yep, and so I'm sorry we missed it. Because
Yep.
we would have sure come on there and give you some headache.
Uh-huh. Hey, you liking it down there in Texas? I think you seen. I seen where you done got moved in down there.
It's pretty. It's not hot in Texas right now, is it?
It could still be pretty warm down there.
I know. Whenever Glenn was running to Laredo, boy, he would. Some of them temperatures, I don't see how in the world he ever slept in that truck.
There's a lot of times I couldn't on account of being so hot at night.
And the air conditioner, because I know.
What I'm talking about when the air conditioner would break.
Well, even when the air conditioner was on, it would still. There would be days he'd be running actually both air conditioners, the back and the front, and it would still be over 100 in that cab. And that was some misery. I went with him for 4 months, and I was like, I always picked on you and told you had an easy job, but
Mm.
oh man.
Yeah, she couldn't even stand just sitting over there riding, not having all the stress of watching all them fools drive around you.
We'd get in Atlanta and I'd hit the sleeper. We'd be sitting on them bridges and you'd be sitting there in that big truck and cars would go by and you'd feel that whole bridge just shaking. I was like, I gotta go lay down. I can't take this. Get me out of here. Let's see, where did I get to?
Kinfolk Farm of Georgia, howdy.
Hello, kinfolk. How
Mhm.
you doing? Rhonda said it's in the 80s here.
We've been lucky. It ain't been that warm here in the last few days. I think we might have got up in the high 70s yesterday.
Today it's
But
been overcast
yeah,
all day long, and it's not
but it
been
was still
hot at
kind of
all.
muggy out there.
It was muggy, but it was not hot.
No,
Micro Farmer said that steak looked great. Just should have some garlic butter to top it off. LOL. Micro, I sat in here and I growled. I'm not
she
lying.
had to get up and go take a shower
I
afterwards.
did. I went in there to wash my mouth off and my hands off. I just give up and jumped in the shower. That was the best steak I have ever put in my. And I'm not just saying it just because it was ours. That was truly the best steak I ever eat.
I think that's the first
God, that
one I
was.
ever cooked that the meat was actually separating from the bone when I took it off of the grill.
Yep, it was. I mean, it, and you could just, Lord, the stuff would just melt in your mouth. And all I done was put salt and Glenn don't know what I marinated it in, and he's not gonna watch his face. I put soy sauce in it.
I knew that.
Nuh-uh, you knew I put Worcestershire
Yeah.
sauce, but I put Worcestershire, soy sauce, and salt and let it marinate. I don't know, probably about 5 or 6 hours, and then we put it on the grill. And then oh gosh, it was just so good. We put a little bit of barbecue sauce on it, and oh man.
And I kept having a problem with the grill. It kept wanting to get too hot with me.
And them taters.
Well, looky who's in here. What's up, cuz? Mr. Tony.
Oh, Yellow House on the Hill.
Yeah.
Hello, Yellow House. We hadn't heard from y'all in a few days.
No.
Michelle's in the house. I've missed a bunch. Y'all, if I missed anything that y'all wanted me to say, here's something interesting I seen.
Oh, Michelle's in there.
Yeah, Michelle's in here. I
I
said
hear
that.
you.
Are you not listening to me?
No.
I didn't think so.
You talk so much I can't keep up.
Well, that's okay. Shaky said I sold 9 hens and a rooster today to a new homesteader on our mountain. And then, I'm sorry, I just think this is interesting. Brenda says you can fax me some of that food too. Tired of eating like a rabbit. Where was I? Where was that? Where was that? Where was that? Micro farmers, who I'm looking for.
Well, y'all, I still been doing good. I ain't had no pop. I ain't had none now, what, in 3 days? Period.
It's been longer than that, Glenn. The last time you had any was Wednesday night when we had the cookout with my family. Did y'all like
That's
meeting my
right. I forgot
lovely
about
family?
that. So
And
that ain't
that's,
been but 2 nights.
honey, that was last week. So
Oh,
you've went
I had
you've
some
went a
when
whole
you.
10
What day
days.
did you go to the doctor? Tuesday.
Monday.
Monday. Well, I ain't had
Monday.
none since Monday.
There you go. Now I agree with that, and it was a little cupful.
Yeah, I had a little cupful Monday while we was out.
Yep. I can't find Micro's comment. Micro said
And
that a good laying hen, I hope I read this right when I first read it, but he said that a good laying hen was going for $30 up there.
well, now somebody was telling me here a while back down here that you could get $20 a piece out of just old scraggly chickens up there at the small animal sale.
Yep. Kinfolk, what's up, lazies? I love that.
Just the same old thing, buddy.
Kyle said Paula had a great idea to put cowboy candy on spaghetti. It was great. Paula's a good cook. I'm not kidding. That breakfast she fixed us was good. The green beans was good, and her salsa, that stuff is good. I love that salsa.
Yeah, I was expecting not be able to smell of it, let alone eat any of it.
And he can eat it.
And I can eat it.
He can. He really does love it. There were pullets and won't lay until spring. Bring a very nice couple. I only charge them $5 a bird. For people around, that was shaky, and that's very nice because that's what we do. Like, especially the neighbor down here that lost her neighbor or her husband. Half the time we don't charge her for eggs. We don't even charge her for chickens. We give her a lot of the stuff out of the pigs and the bulls and stuff like that. I mean, whenever you can help somebody out like that are nice or that are having it hard, that's what people need to do. And I know, I mean, we give her a bunch of stuff, and I don't begrudge any of it. It does my heart good to
I
help people out
I
that
sorry
need
to
it.
say, I bet you I could call her and tell her we needed something, and she'd do everything she could to make sure we got it.
She absolutely would, and I honestly believe that.
I do.
She's the sweetest.
Her
She's
husband was the same way.
He was. I mean, I'm serious. He would get Glenn. He would call Glenn and say, "I need you to bring your tractor down here." And especially whenever they first moved down there, and the ground was new and it hadn't ever been tilled or gardened or anything, because the guy that lived there, he was an older man. And it took Glenn a good while with his tractor because the ground was so hard to get it smooth enough for them to be able to do their
No, to
gardening.
get it broke loose
Well,
enough to where they could plow, finish plowing it.
but
We had two tractors down there that day. Had my brother come down there with the other tractor, and we was running both tractors trying to get the ground broke up, and it was so hard you couldn't.
yep, but how much was it he tried to pay you?
$100.
And Glenn was like, "No, you ain't giving me that."
Yeah, I was like, I ain't no way I'd charge anybody. They
Exactly.
kept telling me your gas and everything. I said, I didn't burn out $5 worth of gas. You
Yeah,
want to give
house.
me gas money? That's fine.
Yep, exactly.
I finally handed him $80 of it back and got him to give me 20. I was like, that's still too much. But he was bound and determined he's gonna give me $100 for that little bit of work. And I was like, ain't no way I could do that. I wouldn't been able to come home and went to sleep at night.
That's the best way, Shaky. Do it God's way. And Paula, no, he never does listen to me. Never. But Shaky says, I'm not trying to become rich. I just want to help my fellow homesteaders and try to do it God's way. I honestly believe that karma or God, if you do right by others, whenever you need something, God's going to make sure that it's in line for you. Somebody's going to come along and help you. But if you go out here and you try to hoodoo people and charge them, a lot of money for something, or be stingy with your stuff or this, that, and the other, it's going to come back and bite you in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Even to just going around talking bad about somebody. I'm telling you, I've seen that happen. I know for a fact God takes care of his own. And he really will look out after you, and you don't want to do nothing wrong to any of his children because it will come back to bite you.
Yep.
And what are you and Miss Chris up to this evening? Paula says, well, geez, why can't you live closer to, so talking to him. Microfarmer says, did y'all stop drinking soda pop? Don't see no Mountain Dew, April. I hadn't. Now, I drink a little bit of Diet Mountain Dew every once in a blue moon, but I quit a long time ago. Now, I'll put me some tea and stuff.
Yeah, she's
I
hugged
drink
up on that green
green
tea.
tea. Now, I'll put it in soda pop bottles and wash them out because, just taking them outside. And that way, if I lose them or whatever, it don't matter. Well, throw them away. I don't just leave them laying anywhere, but
Yeah, I have to pick
that
up a
way,
bunch of them.
that way, if it, no glass, nothing, it don't get broke or anything like that. But that's the reason I use the bottles. But I've drank green tea now for probably 4 years or better.
Probably.
And
Hello, Carla.
and I'm telling you, that's the best thing I ever done was got off of Diet Mountain Dew. But like I said, I do have some every once in a while. Like when we go out or whatever, I'll get Diet Mountain Dew. But after you drink green tea for a while, Diet Mountain Dew is just like first few swallows, it's like, gosh, this stuff is salty.
Well, I went from drinking about a 2 or at least a 2 liter bottle a day. To like I said, I ain't had none since Monday, so I had a small cup Monday, but that's been going on now what 2 weeks.
Mhm.
But I kept telling her I was gonna cut down. I was gonna cut down. Well, I finally decided I wasn't gonna be able to cut down, and I ran out that day and didn't say nothing. And the next day something was said, and I said, "Well, I told you I was gonna cut down." She said, "Yeah, but you're gonna wind up with a bad headache and stuff." I said, "I'll get over
Well,
it."
he never did, but we got to drinking a couple of cups of coffee
Yeah.
every morning, and I think to just kind of where he wouldn't get such a bad headache. And I don't think it
Well, we'd
bothers
gotten
you
to drinking a
anymore,
little bit of coffee in the mornings before I quit the drink. But
but the coffee helps.
yeah,
Travis dropped an egg in the yard yesterday, I think, and that thing didn't break. LOL. You must have some thick-shelled eggs.
I've dropped some before and they didn't break. I started dropping them before and grabbed them and just crush them.
And yes, Paula, those green beans was good. You done good on those too. We had them with the supper the 2, 3 nights ago. Good old boy said if I catch whatever is eating my garden, is going to die. My wife seen squirrels steal all my peaches and now the tree's empty.
I got an apple tree and pear tree down here, and
We ain't got nothing off of them.
the first year got some good apples and pears off
Oh,
of
the
it.
pears was
The
awesome.
second year we got a little bit off of it, but the second year I got to noticing the squirrels, especially on the pear tree, when they get about half grown, they'd cut them loose and let them fall on the ground.
Yep, they would. Oh, it made me. I love those things, and I ain't never been one to eat pears out of the grocery store. They just, I didn't like the texture of them, and
Yeah, when I
these.
got planted them and they started making pears, and I told you that, you looked at me like,
But I tried one, and oh man, I fell in love with that pear tree, and ain't got a pear off of it
that's
since.
what happened to it.
No, I ain't going out there in the night in my sleep stealing pears off of the tree.
Uh, wouldn't surprise me.
Oh me. Michelle, how is that little granddaughter doing? I know you got her spoiled. I swanny, she looks so much like you. That's the little mini Michelle. She looks so much like you.
Poor youngin.
You mean that.
I had to say it.
And you're right, Kim Folk of Georgia. It does feel good to do stuff for other people. Y'all, I gotta paste a bunch of comments.
Yeah, it's a new one.
If I miss something, please double tell me. Something important. Handy Dandy Crafts says, hello, Lazy
Well,
Acres.
hey, handy dandy, how are you?
What kind of pears are you talking about? Lord, I can't remember the name of the tree
It's
now.
kind of, I forget the name of them or anything, but it's kind of just like the real old pear trees that just, kind of a heritage breed, I guess you'd call it.
But man, them things are good. And if I can find any that, because if I see the tag, I'll know what it is. But I'll be sure to tell you. But it's been how many years since we planted that pear tree?
I don't know, when the house burnt down, I was afraid it killed them, and that was
15 years ago.
so.
So it's probably been 20 years since we planted the
Yeah,
pear tree.
and the
And
apple tree, I planted them at the same
yep,
time.
so I don't have no idea what it is. Michelle said she is perfect. I bet she is. Desiree says 20 folks and 11 thumbs up. Come on, folks.
Tell them, get after them.
Rob says we can't beat the squirrel to our pear trees. They clean off the pears before we get to them, little boogers.
That's what these are doing. But now, part of it's my fault where I planted them. The only place I had at the time that was a good spot to plant them was in between a hickory nut tree and a oak tree. So they come off of one and hit the apple off the hickory nut and hit the apple tree, and then they come over to the pear tree and then back up into the oak tree without hitting the ground.
Yep. So they take all they want.
Yep.
And they don't make no shame about it either.
No.
Andy Dandy Craft says, how am I going to get that kind of pear then? Honey, I'm
Oh.
sorry. It has. It's been over 20 years since we planted them.
Oh.
And I couldn't tell you the name of them now to save me.
I can't even think of every one of the names of pear trees.
But
I'm
I
like
know
you
them
though.
are
If I
they.
seen it, I'd know it. But
The ones in the stores are like the only pears I've
it's
ever eat's hard and kind of grainy, and these are just like oh melt in your mouth,
yeah,
sweet pear deliciousness. I mean, it's
they'll just
just
get real soft, not real soft, but
they're
they'll
like
get
an
soft,
apple
but they just
texture.
juicy.
Yeah, and I mean, oh, they make some good preserves too.
Mm.
Micro Farmer said, I just went over my food stock. I'm okay as long as no family make here, lol. But I can survive year for about a year, and I even survived how many squirrels and rabbits and ears and comes to my property. You gonna start rabbit hunting and eating squirrel? What is it, squirrel gravy?
Boy,
That's so
my
good.
grandpa loved that.
Well, Red, you tell your sister we said hello. She said, gotta go, my sister's calling. And Handy Dandy Craft says, I have a pear tree that is juicy and sweet. I guess I'll stick to it.
Yep.
If it's good, then that's what you need to
Yep.
do.
Because a lot of the pear trees, especially these hybrids and stuff, they don't get real juicy and sweet tasting to me. They stay more firm and, like she said, kind of grainy.
And Micro Farmer said it sounded like a moonglow pear.
No, that ain't it. Wasn't it something stone?
Glenn, I don't have. I'm serious. I
I
don't have
can't
no
I
idea.
can't remember, but I'm thinking it might have been something stone, but I can't remember.
All I know is I want to do something about the squirrels because I've missed them pears.
Well, I want to try to get out there next spring and get a bunch of drafts off of it.
Well,
And
we actually have some little sprouts coming up. I
well, we
think.
think they are. I ain't 100%, but I found two, maybe three that's about 3 foot tall.
If the goats
That's
didn't
around.
eat
No,
them.
I didn't. I put the fence out around
Okay.
them. They didn't. They didn't get to them.
Handy Dandy says mine is a Bartlett pear. Pretty good.
Bartlett. Bartlett.
That might have
That
been it.
might
I think
be it.
that's it.
I believe it is. I believe it is Bartlett.
Ooh, trout's good too. She said that she does a lot of trout fishing. I love to
Ah,
fish, but I love eating cat like salt and pepper catfish. Oh gosh, that's good.
I don't eat freshwater fish anymore.
Flounders awesome. Trout's awesome.
Flounder's not freshwater.
Well, yeah, that's true, but sorry. I just love flounder too.
Mm-hmm.
Shaky says I'm doing a fall photo shoot for a couple on Sunday at our state park and I don't charge any didn't charge anything. I really enjoy making people happy and it's not costing me anything but my time, so why not? That's a good
Yep.
thing. And a lot of people those pictures can cost two arms and four legs. And that's a very nice thing to do.
Yep.
Ooh, I bet deep fried Cajun fish is good. I love Cajun food. I love stuff that's hot. I know last night I went and fixed some
That bottle
supper.
of Frank's needs to be thrown away. That's worse.
I do put that on everything. I love
And
Frank's hot sauce.
that I don't know. I can't. That stuff burnt me up, and I didn't put much on mine
He
because
was sitting
last
there and
time.
he was going, and I said, I think the longer it sits, the hotter it gets. Because that bottle's actually made it longer than any bottle that we've got. Because I
Uh,
forgot about it for a week or so.
a week or so.
And
You
I'm
forgot about
telling
that
you,
in a year. It's
no,
aged good.
it ain't been in there a year.
No, but it's hot.
Get you a BB gun, lol. If you don't eat squirrel, I hear they make good compost. And yes, Shaky, you're a very good man.
Yep.
The pigs would love them.
Yeah, pig eat anything.
Micro Farmer says, I'm mad. Bought my fishing license this season and can't fish. Y'all think I can get my money back? LOL with a doctor note. I kind of
Well,
doubt it. It'd be a good thing. But I'd a whole lot rather go fishing.
yeah, I believe I'd have to learn how to cast a rod with the other hand.
Shaky says, I love mud bugs, LOL. What's mud bugs? Do you know what mud bugs are?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the little things
That you've been
come
talking to
out?
Stevie about all the time.
Oh, really?
I think that's what they call mud bugs. Crawfish.
Oh, I want to try some of them. Whenever I was
Or
riding with him in the
crawdads or
truck, you could go into anywhere, like down in Louisiana or anywhere, and they would have them on the buffet.
yep,
And
crawfish.
I wanted to eat those things so bad. My mouth was watering. I wanted to eat them, but I didn't know how.
I told you, throw them in your mouth and chomp down
Well,
on
I
them.
don't want to eat all that crustacean, and if I got poop glands in there, I don't want to eat that either. But Stevie has promised me he'd take me to eat some and show me what to do with them. So, but I've always wanted to try them things. Gosh, they just look so good.
Not to me.
Uh, Handy Dandy Micro can't fish because he just had shoulder surgery.
Yep.
He's got 7 holes in his shoulder.
He probably got one arm strapped down to where he can't use it.
Yep. Shaky, we're gonna have to get together too and go somewhere and eat some crawfish. I love Glenn won't eat them, but I will. We'll have to go somewhere where he can have something besides crawfish show. Cause I'd
Mm.
love Handy Dandy Craft says fiber. Joy said no shellfish for me. I'm allergic. You know, the other night, Yellow House and them, we all went out to eat, and I have always wanted to try crab legs. Never, ever have I ever ate crab legs until the other night. And I loved them, absolutely loved them, but I'll never eat them again. Poor old Tony had to sit on fire and break my crab legs up and get my meat out. They give me a crappy fork or the thing that you crush them with and didn't even, I thought I didn't get a fork, but I did.
You didn't take time to
I
look at
didn't.
what was in there that used.
I didn't. I always wanted to go.
Yeah,
And you couldn't with them.
she'd asked me about going and eating them before, and I said no. I said I've been out one time and the person ate them, and I seen what they had to go through to get to eat. And if I got to work that hard, it's gonna be for something really good.
Well,
I mean, that stuff was good, but it ain't that good.
I don't know. It was really good, but I'm telling you, I just could not go through that again, and I ain't putting Tony through that again. By the way, Tony, thank you for doing that. That was a very nice thing for you to do for a lady who could not eat her food.
You could eat.
You
You'd
should
order
have seen
something that
me. You should have seen me in here because I couldn't eat them all, and I brought some home. So the next night I just put them in the steamer and steamed them for just a few minutes and was eating them and using my fork. My fork was done for.
yeah, she ran a fork.
I mean, the prongs was just stuck out everywhere. One this way, one this way. But I'm telling you, I would never, cause them was the hardest things to get into and to get the meat out of, and I loved it, but I won't go there again. Brenda says I have a 1 minute video on YouTube of my granddaughter catching her first fish. Oh, no, I don't normally post anything on YouTube, but this video, I was so proud of her. She was a happy camper. I bet she was.
Well, we'll have to remember that and go check that out because there ain't nothing no better than watching a kid doing something like that the first time.
Especially catching fish.
Uh-huh.
Either they love it or they're scared of them and they run.
Mm-hmm.
Carla said, "That's me. I'm not working that hard for food. I won't do it no more." I'm telling you. I mean, it was really good, but
They don't call
I
me
can't.
Mr. Lazy for nothing.
Is all you do is sit on that couch?
That's right.
You a couch tater?
No, y'all won't let me have taters no more neither.
He's a old nanny goat. Y'all ought to see him out here since we let the goats out and just let them graze because they'll hang around wherever we're at. So during the day, whenever we're out here working, we'll just let them out and let them go wherever to go eat. And Glenn will get them out and he'll be walking down through there and he'll go, nah. And they'll start hollering back at him and here they come. And I said, they say, listen at that old nanny goat.
I tried to tell her it ain't a nanny goat, it's a billy goat.
I Tell
I
him I
holler
say.
like that, and all the girls come running, and then the boys will follow them.
He says he's a chick magnet. What do y'all think?
Well, what happens every time I go down there at the chicken house? Every one of them little chicks comes running after me.
They sure do. Especially little fat girl. She gets up. I don't know how, as fat as she is, how she gets up in that Arctic cat. Because it's hard for me to climb up in it. I got to pull myself up. It's so high up. But Buddy, she hopped up in there and she sat there and she looked at him while he was moving the chicken house.
Yeah, I'm riding around out there moving the chicken tractors and stuff with the Arctic cat. She just sat over and looked up there at me.
Glenn says, hey, I picked up a girlfriend over here. I said, you done what? He said, I got a girlfriend over here.
I didn't say girlfriend. I said I picked up a chick.
But there she sat. She'd just sit there and she'd look at him. She'd turn and she'd look out the door. But she stayed in the Arctic cat the whole time. I don't know when she finally got out.
I was sitting in here one night. She come through here and she said, "What are you reading?" I said, "Chick book."
Tony said he'd work for food. I'm sorry. That's funny. Yeah, he loves looking at his chick books. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mine's legal. Get them from McMurray, Hatchery, and I forget all the other ones.
Let's see. Life with Rob says blue crabs are a pain in the butt too to eat. It requires a hammer, a pick, and pliers. I don't think I could do that because I'm telling you, them crab legs is bad enough. I mean, I'm telling you, I worked and I worked and I worked. Finally, Tony said, "Give me them things."
Yeah, I done sat there and pretty much done eating, and she hadn't got started.
He was just Glenn wasn't even offering to help either. He's just sitting there looking at me.
I ain't that dumb.
What did you say?
Shoot, no.
I hear you. Oh me. I don't know what Micro's mixing up. He's mixing him up a concoction.
Oh no.
Yeah, Carla said Ronnie said he didn't get to see his girlfriend today. LOL. Who's Pablo's girlfriend? Oh, and Carla, the video's out of y'all. I forgot to tell you that today when you come by here. Jared Crocker can't touch this. That's the thing on this picture. And everybody
calling
said,
out Jared Crocker and meeting Mr. Rick Misery's lazy family.
Oh, Carla said the little girl goat. I tell you what, we was during that video that we was actually doing in that video. I was sitting there, and all of a sudden, I think it was Black Betty, but Carly Ida died laughing. She got to jumping and dancing on that oak tree, and it was the fun. I sat there and I just busted out laughing. I couldn't help it because she was just cutting shine, wasn't she, honey? Yellow House said he didn't either. Chris gonna poke you in the eye. Just be really careful around the dog's eyes when you use it. I don't know. I've missed that whole conversation. Oh, I guess the dog got sprayed by a skunk.
Whoo!
Howdy Garden says hi, y'all.
Well, howdy.
How are you doing?
I got to go
It's
fill
a
my
wonderful
glass back
Friday.
up with water. Oh.
Well, guys, let's see. We've been on here for 39 minutes, so
I'm gonna get me some water.
All right. We're gonna be on here for about 5 more minutes or 6. We'll go for 45. Cause I don't never like just going off. Tony. Where is Miss Chris? I know we went and had a dog got sprayed by a skunk one time, and oh my gosh. And I know that stuff is some of the hardest stuff in the world to get off of anything. Alan was setting rabbit traps, wasn't he? This is funny.
No, Daddy said it.
All right.
And,
Alan went down there to check them.
Well, Daddy went down there with him, I think. Or Alan found out Daddy had him down there or something. Anyway, he wanted to go with my daddy down there to check them.
And they used to pick on one another all the time. I mean, they still would if they was around there for one another, but they picked all the time.
Daddy said about the time he got down there, he smelt it and said he looked at Alan and told him, "So that ain't yours. You can let that out."
Yeah, because they caught a skunk in it, not a rabbit. How was it y'all finally got that out of there?
I can't remember.
But I was
Actually, I
scared to
think
death.
Alan opened or grabbed the thing and opened it up and run. I think
Well, I was scared to
because
death
I know
it come
you
back
could smell him for
stinking.
2 days afterwards.
And hello, Chris. I love you. I hope you didn't work too hard today. We need to play some Rook. Life with Rob says, well, I gotta jump in the shower and then to bed. I got a date with a deer or coyote, whichever shows up first. See you later. Not y'all. Nah, you have a good one, Rob.
If you get too many deers, just bring them on down.
I'm gonna have to write it's a skunk wash recipe. I'm gonna have to write it down because I'm telling you, we've been out here before, and you could.
And it's getting about time for it to start fall. Well, spring of the year and fall of the year around here is bad times for them.
Yep, and I'm telling you, sometimes it burns your eyes. They so close because you can smell them that strong.
And when you got milk cows down here that you got to milk, you can't run off and wait for them to leave. You just got to stay down there and get her done.
Paula said just got a weather notice that Hurricane Delta just made landfall in southwest Louisiana. Chris just said hello. Microfarmer
Howdy.
says, okay, good night. Got to go check on friends and Delta headlights. The water was rising, so God bless, and y'all stay safe. God bless you, Microfarmer. Thank you, and hope your shoulder still stays good.
Yes.
Miss Yellow House is in the house. I love you too. Tony says, come on over.
We got to run to Wally World first before we do anything else. She fed all her dog food and we ain't got no dog food left.
Yep. And Miss Southern Life Homestead said, hope everyone there is okay. We do too, because I'm telling you, them storms is just, they're bad, 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 bad. Everybody remember to pray for Louisiana and everybody in the path. Paula said 100-mile-per-hour winds. That's awful.
Them are rough.
Handy Dandy Craft says, I work too hard and don't get a darn thing done. Any of y'all that's having stink bug problems or hate stink bugs like me, Stony Ridge went and done a thing on stink bugs the other day, and the name of the stuff that he was getting was EcoSmart, and said you could spray it on your house and it just smells like menthol, and
I
it'll.
can't remember what
I
it
think
was.
he said menthol and said it'll keep the
Or
stink.
was it cedar?
One was cedar, but the EcoSmart was menthol. It was cedar oil he was putting in them.
Okay, the one that he mixed up.
Yep. But just FYI, any of y'all having stink bug problems, because I know Billy's got a bunch, go check out Stony Ridge Farm. And he's got a thing. I think it's actually something for stink bugs on the thumbnail, right? How to take care of stink bugs
Something I
or
think.
pesty stink bugs, something. But because I'm going to get me some of that and I'm going to spray it on the house. I hate them.
I don't think you spray yourself with it.
I would. If they'd leave me alone, I would. Never that one landed on my nose. I was just like, I can't take this. I told Glenn that morning, I said, I ain't going outside to help you today because there was like, I don't know, 3 on the big windows here in the kitchen. And I was like, I can't take them. I can't be going out there and them things zooming by my head. And I'm telling you, before I got 5 feet away from the door, I done had 3.
I didn't see one.
No, but I heard them. And then last night I was in here. I told Glenn, I said, there's a stink bug in the house. I know it. I can hear it. And after I cooked and all that good stuff, I come back in the kitchen for something, and that was the only light I had on, and you could hear it ting, 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 ting. And then I seen it. And I was like, come get it, come get it. And it was up in the light, so it was pretty easy to get.
I tried to tell her I was going to go to bed, but she wouldn't listen. I was going to leave her in the kitchen.
He was. He said, I ain't coming in there. And Kyle, I hope your hand's doing better, dear. I was going to ask you that the other day. Rob said, I heard a seminar about coyotes. Most of their diet is grasshoppers until the first frost. Then they change to other critters. That's when the stress calls work the best. Well, that's
Okay.
interesting. I didn't know that. Handy Dandy Craft says, I was watching a Storm Chasers live stream when I saw you were live. It was crazy to see the storm in LA.
No doubt.
Well, we're glad you hopped in here.
Yep.
Good old boy says, no stink bugs, but something eat all my tomato plants all the way down to the stems. I bet you got deers.
Or rabbits.
Yeah.
Rabbits is bad for
Oh,
that.
that's good. He said it was. Pamboo says, hi, Lazy Acres. I've missed y'all. Well, we've
We
missed
missed you.
you. So glad
How are
you
you
got in
doing?
here. Yeah, and we're getting ready to get off. We got to run and get some food for the animals and this, that, and the other. And I don't know, maybe stop by Chris and Tony's if they'll have us. I have no idea. But I know we got to go get some animal food. Because we've been on here for almost an hour.
46,
Yeah,
45.
46 minutes. So we're going to get off of here in about 3 minutes.
5, 3.
I love you guys. I have so much fun on these live streams. I learn a lot. And I always love learning stuff. But we done went over the mark, so I figured we might as well hit 50 minutes. But I am getting kind of hungry. Desiree never sent me none of that good food through the messages. She kept it all for herself. Susan says, love you all. Desiree says, LOL, April, sorry. Yeah, tell us about all the good food, make us hungry, and then keep it all for yourself. And I hope your family's all recovered.
It's getting cold weather, so better watch out. I might move on down towards Florida.
No doubt. He hates cold weather. But
I
he can
used
be
to
sitting,
love it, but I can't stand it no more.
He could be sitting in here and it's 70 degrees or even 80 outside, and his feet and hands, it gets just a little bit below 70, and his hands is so dead burn cold. I mean, they are cold, cold. It's like poor old Nathan's hands the other day. That youngin had some cold hands.
Yeah, he did. His was colder than mine. I was trying to help him warm his up.
Oh, man. But anyway, guys. All right, Tony, we will. He says, text us when you leave Walmart. We'll do that. Handy Dandy Crafts says, your live streams are great. I'm glad I caught up with you today. It has been hard to get around to everyone. My computer resources have been usurped to online school. I understand that.
Yep. Yeah, I know that's like with us that we on mobile data and stuff, and we have to kind of watch all of our usage or we'll run out of data. We don't have high speed cables and all that stuff run through here.
Southern Life Homestead says, you guys keep a lookout for the next video for the next video for the next 2 videos. I'm going to be doing a challenge to quite a few channels. Alrighty, we'll do that. Need to write it down.
What kind of challenge you going for?
Who can sound like a nanny goat?
Well, she won.
They don't follow me like they do you.
Do a challenge on sounding like a donkey, she'll win.
Nuh-uh. That's Glenn. That's Chris. Chris loves to hear his donkey call. His and Tony's.
See, every time I say anything, it ain't you, it's me.
I can't do one. You know that.
Yeah, you do.
It sounds like a sick donkey. Or one that's got problems. I don't know. but it ain't good. Carla says that where the old people go, Glenn, is to the Sunshine State.
Well, I'm a getting there real quick, like anymore. Seems like.
No doubt.
It don't seem like it's been 40 years since we was running around them foothills up yonder.
Nope, it sure don't.
That done been over half of my life.
It is over half of mine.
It's been over half of mine.
Yep. Yep, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
No, yeah.
No, you act like you're 80 sometimes.
Yeah, but it's still been over half of my life.
Alrighty, guys.
Remember when we was riding around up there and y'all look at me and say, put some wind in that hole. It's cold. No, it ain't.
It'd freeze us to death.
T-shirt on, arm hung out the window, 30 degrees. Felt good.
Desiree, you go ahead. She says going to head out and get ready for Jason's live. Y'all have a good night and weekend, folks. Night, April and Glenn, take care. And you two sending hugs. Or we're sending YouTube hugs to all of you guys.
Yep.
Thank you so much for being in here with us. We love each and every one of y'all. And I enjoy this so much. Y'all guys be good. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye. God bless.